Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friend, look, we all the people, we all the people, we want to learn. We need to learn because the life depends a lot. Because the life depends a lot on what we have learned and what we are actually practicing. And although we do learn from the curriculum books which we read during our youth, also we learn from our own experiences, from our own observation, from the experiences of other people. The most important of all are the experiences which we learn out of some very bitter, out of some sort of bitter experiment. So, dear friends and fellows, as far this learning is concerned, the learning must keep going. It must not stop because if at all the learning has stopped, I think our growth will stop as well. So, some of the things we learn a bit early, while another some of these things we learn a bit late in the life. And today we are going to talk about those lessons of life, those very important lessons of life, very powerful lessons of life, which we learn too late, which we learn late in our life, although we should have learnt it much earlier because it has been quite beneficial. So, dear friends and fellows, there are certain things which we have collected today, and these certain things are actually 10 in number. These are the 10 important, these are the 10 powerful life lessons we learn a bit late in our life. Now let's look upon all of those 10 life lessons one by one. First of all, it is accepting. First of all, it is embracing failure. Yes, embrace failure. It is so important. Failure, we dread the failure. We desperately want to avoid it, but the failure actually, it is not as bad as many of the people think because the failure does teaches us certain lessons which are very powerful, which are very important. Whatever we learn through pain, after suffering the pain, it remains ingrained upon our mind, maybe throughout our life. So, for all that reason, it cannot be skipped at all. So, I think embracing failure because the failure is a very good coach, because the failure is a very good mentor. So, never underestimate the importance of failure. I don't say that intentionally we should go toward the failure and we should sabotage whatever we or our loved one is doing. Never ever. But at the same time, if at all we have failed, I think this is the right time to learn the important lesson and not to regret much about why did I fail. Now the second thing is the power of focus. The power of focus. It is so important, my dear friends and fellows. As for the power of focus is concerned, there are so many of the distractions. Whatever we are trying to do, there will be several distractions. I think we need to avoid these distractions and rather we need to focus upon because as for the focus is concerned, as for the power of focus is concerned, as for the power of concentration of mind is concerned, it means that we can do the things much faster, and it means that we can do our quality of work will grow much high. So for the two of these reasons, and now there is an important third reason as well, that is called the peace of mind. A scattered mind cannot experience the peace at all, but who are able to focus upon one thing at a time and not the multitasking, I think they people are better availing the benefits of this power of focus. Now the third is the importance of self-care. Yes, importance of self-care, the importance of self-compassion. What is this self-compassion, by the way? It is being warm and understanding toward oneself. Once we fail, once we suffer a setback, or once we feel inadequate. So in a situation like that one, self-compassion instead of self-flagellation, instead of putting us down again and again, I think it is better to do the self compassion. It is important to take care of ourselves. We cannot outsource this at all because outsourcing, because other people are too busy in their own pressing problems, in their own priorities. So they do have to take care of themselves asking them to take care of us, and we need to take care of ourselves. And it is the only best care which we do give to ourselves, and this is the self care. Now the next is, dear friends and fellows, you know, the next is that the fourth is, money can't buy happiness. Indeed, money can't buy luxury cars, grand houses, exotic vacations, flawless relationships. If the basic needs are met, additional income does little to boost happiness level. Yes, if additional needs are met, additional income does little to boost happiness level. For that reason, we need to understand that money can't buy happiness. Even if at all we have bought something which is luxurious, and that this means that we will stay happy for some of the time, but later on the happiness of this will fade away. The money can't buy happiness. If the basic needs are met, additional income does little to boost happiness level. Now the fifth is accepting imperfection. Accepting imperfection. Why to take, why not to why to refuse the imperfection? Nobody on earth is perfect. Nobody's work is perfect. It could be excellent, it could be good one. I and you too can improve the quality of our life, quality of our work. We can improve our own quality by constantly working, by constantly improving. It is the improvement which should be our aim and not the perfection. Nothing can be called a perfection. So, dear friends and fellows, if we go to the next one, the sixth one, that is learning to say no. Learning to say no. We should learn to say no anytime, anywhere, and everywhere where we need to say no. Never say yes at all, because if at all we are not able, not courageous, to say no, it means that we will suffer later on, and will suffer a lot. Everything else cannot be, every instruction, every invitation, every request cannot be entertained, and cannot be entertained at all. So I think learning to say no wherever it is needed, it is one of the very important lessons of life. And now the next is, dear friends and fellows, that's the seventh is cherishing the present. Cherishing the present mean not wait for the future so that you could become happy. Rather, cherishing the future, enjoy the future. Neither to live in the past, nor to keep worrying about the future. Rather, cherish the present, enjoy the present, and be grateful. Develop the gratitude for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we have been given and gifted with so many of the things. Although we don't have everything else, but whatever we are possessing, many of the people in the world are deprived of all that. In the same manner, if at all I do have certain problems in my life, but despite all that, I am away from, I am safe from many other problems as well. So, keeping in view this thing, I think that I need to cherish my present. Everybody, each and everybody should cherish their present. Now the eighth is the value of authentic relationship. What is this value of authentic? What are the authentic relationship? If at all somebody, I or you, we don't have many friends, but rather we do have the fewer friends. But these people should share. These people are the people with whom we share our value. These people are the people. These people are the people who are respectful toward us. So, keeping in view all that, I think that we need to become, we need to nurture the genuine relationships. Now the ninth is the gift of giving. Yes, we need to give, because giving also it is quite good, because it means contributing, giving our time and energy, giving a bit of money, or doing any other sort of favor. It matters a lot, because it gives us another type of happiness, another type of contentment, and then it is actually a purpose. And the tenth and the last is the pursuit of happiness. Yes, we need to pursue the happiness directly, because it does not mean never ever indulge in anything which is immoral or unethical. Never ever indulge in anything which is addictive, because the more self disciplined we are, the better the more happier we will be. And likewise, if at all we try to step out of the comfort zone, if at all we try to change our comfort zone, if at all we try to expand our comfort zone, it is all by stepping outside the comfort zone. It matters and matters a lot as far our happiness, pursuit of happiness is concerned. So, dear friend, these are the 10 important, very powerful life lessons. I think we learn a bit late, but these are really, really important. That's all from me at the moment. Thank you.